Alright, so it's been forever. I've been waiting forever. I thought they were going to keep doing the whole maintenance and update notice at 9 p.m. on Sunday, but I guess they just decided to switch it back to 1 a.m. for some reason. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it because they posted it on Facebook like 3 hours ago, but I was, adamant about trying to get to the actual forum post notes first. So, yeah. If you haven't seen, we're going to be getting 154 free draws, which is in the form of 14 half-anniversary tickets. This is going to be 14 multis that we're going to get. And, of course, the Blue Arthur is going to be coming out. Blue SSR Arthur. He's actually a really pretty good unit. He's actually very helpful for red demons, so you may want to try to grab him. You get him for free twice because it's a 7-step banner, if I'm not mistaken. No, it is a 10-step banner. So we'll only get one guaranteed copy, I guess, which is kind of interesting. I think for JP they only gave out 7 tickets because it was a 7-step banner, but we will still only get one guaranteed Arthur, I guess, but we still have a lot more chances to pull him because we have 14 tickets. I guess that's not terrible. Yeah, I think a lot of people on the forums and stuff like that, as we were kind of leading up to it. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. Yeah, so anyway, a lot of people on the forums were saying that they were thinking that we were going to get 2 copies and everything like that. I think they were just kind of copying over what we were getting from JP's side, but they're switching up the banner a little bit, which is, I kind of expected them to. Loyalty rewards. At the end of our 14 tickets, it looks like we're going to get some hammers, some anvils and stuff, which is really nice. All of that stuff is really good, so we'll go ahead and go over Arthur very quick. Arthur's actually a pretty cool unit. As you can see him flash 1,000 times over because it always seems to do that. So I'll go ahead and save that. Sorry for Discord noises. Yeah, so Arthur's pretty cool. I like his uniforms and stuff like that for this unit. Man, Discord unit or sounds. But yeah. But we can go over his moves really quick, I guess. I'm sure you could already have looked this up on the database website and everything like that. But he has a Raised Blade skill. It may be worth just going and looking at him on the website, just because I'll be able to see all of his leveled up skills and stuff like that. So we'll go to Arthur. Raised Blade. Inflicts damage equal to 240%, 360%, and then cancels stances and 500% and stuns for 1 turn. So that's actually really good at level 3. We have a second skill, which is Catapult. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of attack on all enemies. And then at level 2, it's going to do the same thing, but it's going to disable attack skills, which is cool. So he's got an attack seal. And then it's going to attack seal for 2 turns as well on level 3. His ult is obviously the same as the other Arthurs. And his passive is increases crit damage by 10% per each ultimate move gauge orb. Increases by an additional 50% if it is completely filled. So you have 100% crit damage when its ultimate gauge is all the way full. So, his ult is going to do some crazy damage if you crit. So it's literally kind of like, it's the same concept as Green Kings, but instead of his being crit chance, it's crit damage. So as Nagato said in his video, you can just pair him with Merlin as the association to get a little bit more crit chance there. And then obviously, I guess if you really wanted to, you could try to give him some crit chance like armor or like gear and see how that goes. But I don't think I'll be making a set just for this Arthur. So you're probably going to be better off just going with this, because I think his crit chance is kind of okay. Yeah, he starts with a 50% crit chance. So that's, it's pretty good. Anyway, so hopping back over here, we can go over the actual forum post itself. So, the game will undergo maintenance to provide a more stable game service. Of course. New update details, new hero, Destined Heir, new King Arthur, can be obtained through the incarnation of the new King Step Up Draw event. New half anniversary Eve celebration event, so the check-in event is going to be going on, which is the one that we were just looking at a second ago, where we're getting the tickets. Dreams of a Long Journey growth event is going to be going on, so I don't know if you're going to need Arthur for this or not, but there is going to be a new growth event, which is cool. Fort Solgris event, which is going to be going on. I don't know for sure what that entitles. I don't know if I don't think that's going to be like a half stamina or anything, but they might be like buffing rewards or something like that. Who knows? Half anniversary celebration secret box. Secret boxes will be given weekly for 5 weeks. I don't know if these are the kind of boxes that you use with the little like the codes and stuff like that they give us every once in a while, or if these are just going to be just like regular old like boxes that give us just a bunch of different stuff and everything like that they're going to be giving us for a couple of weeks. But either way, bunch of free stuff. Half anniversary melody box. So this is something that JP's actually had for a while, but on like you can go over here on JP, and instead of just swapping between this like regular music and stuff like that, you can actually I think it'll add a new tab up here or something like that where you can actually compose your own music, and there's like a music editor and stuff like that in it, and you can make little themes and stuff. It reminds me a lot of like Animal Crossing, how you can like make a town tune and stuff like that, but you can make like little songs and stuff like that for your jukebox, which is really cool. I think a lot of people really like that, so that's kind of cool that we're getting that. Sheet music feature, pretty much going over the same thing. Half anniversary Eve celebration bundles, half anniversary diamond bundles, so I'm assuming these are going to be a little pricey, but they're probably going to have some halfway decent stuff in it. Eve celebration ticket bundle, these are probably just going to give you a couple more of those half anniversary Arthur tickets. So I guess if you want more of those, you can buy that. A lot of people have been on the forums have been saying that this Arthur is super good. I don't know if he's that hype, but he's definitely like an interesting unit. If you're wanting to go further in on the banner than just the 14 tickets that you get, I guess you can go for it, but just be aware that Lost Vein might be or is supposed to be coming out the week after this one, so on the second part of the half anniversary banner or like event, so look out for that. Seasonal rules are going to be changing, or the season rules for PvP are going to be changing. Unaffected by attribute effects in battle, so that's the one that's going to be running for the whole month. Actually, no. Why does that say 8/24 to 8/30? That's only 6 days. This is supposed to be the... Never mind. I don't know. I'm not sure why that's worded like that. I think that's supposed to be a whole month, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. Week 1 is increased crit chance by 20% per hero skill use. So that's kind of like... It's kind of like Jericho's passive, but I think hers is only a 10%. But that's actually kind of cool. So by the late game, everybody's going to be critting like crazy. Fills the ultimate gauge move gauge by 1 orb every time a debuff is applied during the enemy turn. So that's week 2. Cannot use recovery skills on week 3. That's actually kind of interesting, so no healing at all. And then week 3 is increases crit damage by 70%. So that's actually kind of cool. Crit builds are going to be super relevant there. And I'm sure some of this is going to tie into maybe some of the predictions for banners and stuff like that for upcoming heroes and everything. I'm sure they've already got all of that stuff planned out on their end, so some of these rules might apply to an upcoming character that might end up being pretty good that week. So alright, we have Monspeets getting added to the part 2 stuff, and he's also becoming a race draw 2 chance, so look for him if you're wanting him. Arthur, Deldry, and Arden are all getting UR engravings. I think people are going to be kind of excited about Arthur because Arthur has been very meta, at least the red Arthur has, on Global pretty much from launch. So I think a lot of people are going to be interested to actually get Arthur's UR gear, but I mean, I don't know. If you're super into mono red, I would say go for it, but if not, maybe hold out. Ending events and bundles. Things I wanted to tell you, draw event. I'm pretty sure that is... Monspeets banner, yeah. Monspeets banner is going to be going away. The global spin event is going away, so if you haven't used all of your tickets and everything like that, make sure you're doing that, so that way you get all those rewards. The Fireworks Festival reward dungeon is going to be going away, so I'm pretty sure that's the one right here in Fort Solgris. So if you go to the events thing right here, you can only do it once a day, but it's right here. So that one was pretty cool. It gives you a pretty decent amount of rewards and stuff like that. But yeah, the Trio Troublemakers Defense Training Growth event is going to be ending because we're getting a new one. So, you know, obviously if you don't know how to get there, go to, no, I'm pretty sure it's right there. Go to Battle Events. No, it's not that one. I always get those two confused. You go to right there, that little Events tab, and then the Growth event is on this far left tab right here. So, yeah, try to get some of that done because you also, most of the time you get SSR pendants out of that, and those are always helpful. Diamond Bogos resetting, of course. System improvements. The 3 separate buff effect icons for basic stats have been combined into one icon. I don't know how to feel about that because I think that's going to, isn't that going to make it to where amplify skills? Like if I'm using Derriere and I use her buff card, that would give her 3 different buffs on her, whereas now it's only going to give her one buff. So that might actually be kind of interesting how that works on some characters. I don't know for sure if that's how that works, but that's how it would seem to me. Challenge task achievements and event UI improved. Change the position of the take all button, move to where the OK button originally was. So I'm hoping that these are on the daily tasks as well, but it doesn't look like it is. Challenge tasks, achievements, and event UI improvements. So I think they're moving this down here to where this is, which is kind of interesting, I guess. I don't know. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Whatever. Here we go. Changes to the position, you know, whatever. Close that button added, whatever. Limited time heroes, Tinsura and AOT collab heroes, will be hidden by default in the heroes tab if you do not own them. If you will be able to see them if you click check the view all button in the heroes filter settings. I'm actually a fan of that. I like that a lot because the whole reason why I go for limited edition heroes and stuff like that, like the collab units and stuff, is so they're not down here plaguing me in the box down here. I'm kind of hoping Helbram ends up being a part of that as well. This Helbram right here, because you have to be in top 100 to get this Helbram, or you know, something like that. You have to be in like the high tier PvP or whatever to get him, and I am just not ever going to get there as far as I'm concerned. But I mean, who knows? So this character, you can't pull him out of a banner or anything like that, so I stand no chance of getting him. So I would rather him just not be there, so that way if I end up getting all of the characters at one point, like for the time being off of the banners and stuff, I wouldn't have to worry about seeing him down there and it making it look like I'm missing a character when in all reality I just don't have him because I don't play PvP. But yeah, I don't know, kind of cool. I like that change actually. Made it easier to recognize the damage increase effect, improved the Visal Fight Festival calculations and participation. We'll be able to claim rewards and participation in one go, as opposed to previous 2-step process when entering the Visal Fight Festival after the week's calculations are over. That's kind of nice. It's just, you know, going to speed up things just a tad. Buff the weak point effect skill. So currently it is inflicts weak point damage equal to 110%, 165%, and then 275%. Now it's going to be up by 10%, and then up by 15%, and then up by 25%. So 120, 180, and then 300. And these are all the units that are getting affected by this. These are the ones that have the weak point skill. So that's kind of nice. I'm assuming Monspeed is actually probably going to be the one to benefit from this the most, just because he is the more recent unit and he's actually kind of relevant right now, whereas the rest of these units have kind of fallen off a lot. We'll only be able to report one time per PvP battle. I didn't think you could do more than once, but I guess that makes sense. Entry animation when entering a village has been shortened after you have already entered it for the first time. That's kind of nice, just saves you a little bit of time. Made the wording more descriptive in regards to the draw bonus gauge in the draw results screen. Okay. Added a pop-up for each stage that details the rewards in the step-up draw banner. Added a knighthood filter in the battle invite settings. That's kind of cool. Some heroes' skill names and descriptions have been edited for easier understanding. Only the phrasing has changed. The functionality of the skills themselves remain the same. Okay, I think they're going to keep making sure that they reiterate this, so that way they don't have to go through that whole Red King fiasco again, because people were, blowing that way out of proportion. Miscellaneous. Removed the remaining time period for any of the any free full awakening tokens you have in possession. Fixed issue in which, under certain conditions, a message incorrectly displays that you will obtain an SSR collab hero with the with you gone pickup draw. Okay, fix the issue in which the details from the Bronze Crown reward for the final boss displayed incorrectly. Berserk Meliodas' skill effect could not occur in Chapter 4. Alright, so I mean, altogether, this is pretty big. We're starting the actual, half anniversary sort of events and everything like that. Obviously, the SSR Arthur's coming, and then we get all the free tickets and stuff like that. That's going to be the biggest part. We're getting a bunch of free rewards and stuff, so definitely start making sure you're logging in every day and grabbing as much of this as you possibly can, because it's free stuff. Why not? So anyways, that's pretty much going to end up doing it. I've stayed up long enough. I actually have to be at work in the morning, so yeah, I'm going to render this and upload it and go to bed. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.